So you're thinking of moving to Weston, Florida, but not entirely sure if it would be a good fit for you and your family? Well, today in this video, we're going to be diving into some of the pros and cons about living here in Weston, Florida, and we're going to dive right into it, so stick around. Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Living in Fort Lauderdale. And if you're looking for a channel that shows you everything you need to know about living and playing here in South Florida, then please consider subscribing to the channel and tap the notifications down below to be notified anytime I go ahead and post a new video. Now, I put out videos once or twice a week and talk about everything there is to know about moving to and living here in South Florida, and absolutely love it. But I am a licensed realtor, and what I love more than anything is to help people just like you with their real estate needs. Now, my name's Zeoli. Again, I'm a realtor here in South Florida, and we're getting calls every single day from people all throughout the country that are looking to make that move. So whether you're looking to do something in a week, a few weeks from now, 6 months, give me a call, send me a text, leave me a comment or an email, and I'd be happy to show you around town and make it a smooth transition with your move here to South Florida. So let's dive right into this video about Weston. Now, the city of Weston is without a doubt one of the most sought after and popular cities to move to right here in all of South Florida, and actually ranked #1 places to live in Broward County. It's won all sorts of awards. Redfin is calling Weston the hottest neighborhood in the country for the year 2022. Verizon Business says that Weston is one of the best places to start a business. Again, it's ranked by niche.com and bestplaces.net as the #1 place in Broward County and #10 in all of South Florida. So obviously there's a lot of good about Weston, but on this channel I definitely keep it real and want to talk about some of the good things and some of the not so good things, the pros and cons about the city of Weston. Starting out with the #1 pro about Weston and what it's really known for and very popular with young families, and that is its highly rated school system. Now, as you can see here on these charts and lists, is that elementary schools in Weston all are 9 and 10. Everglades Elementary, Gator Run, Imagine Charter School, Manatee Bay, Eagle Point. Middle school, same thing, 9 and 10. Imagine Charter Schools, Tequesta Trace, Falcon Cove. Now, the same thing goes for the high schools, and this is only talking about the public schools, guys. Weston also has a bunch of different private schools, religious type schools, all very, very highly rated. And one of the reasons why a lot of families consider Weston for sure when moving here in South Florida, or for someone relocating here from out of the area. Now, another huge pro about living in the city of Weston is just the amount of things to do. The city of Weston has a bunch of different parks. I think there's like 15 different parks. All of them are kind of different, and there's something throughout these parks for people of all ages. All kinds of sports, nature trails, events and concerts, things of that nature, water activities. Another things these parks have and they offer are picnic areas and picnic shelters, some of them that you can rent. So if you have a large gathering or you're throwing a big party, whether it's a barbecue, maybe your house isn't big enough for the amount of people that you're having over, or you just want to go out to, an outdoor park with beautiful weather and have just a huge barbecue. Really no limit to the amount of people that you can invite and have there as opposed to having at your house. But really, really cool that you could rent this picnic shelter and, have just a nice, big, huge party out of your house, keep the place clean, and enjoy the beautiful park here, or the parks here in Weston. So this is really a great idea, an ideal situation to have a large get-together, barbecue outdoors, enjoy beautiful Weston and the incredible weather we have in South Florida, and again, keep your house clean. Now, another pro about the city of Weston is the housing, the neighborhoods, and just the overall look and beauty of the city. Now, just by driving through Weston, you'll notice right away that it's just a very nice looking place. Very well manicured roads, neighborhoods, town centers and shops and things like that. Everything is really just nice and real pretty to look at. Weston also has a very, very good mix of housing options, you know, different condos and townhomes, but Weston is well known and mostly known for its residential single-family neighborhoods, both non-gated and gated communities with great amenities. So homes in Weston were built starting in the early 1980s up to present day. So historically speaking, Weston is what you would call one of the newer areas, considering that some of the homes in Hollywood and even Fort Lauderdale go back to the 1920s and 1930s. So I've spoke about this in many of my videos. As you get further west in the county, which is where Weston is. Now, Weston borders the Florida Everglades and is the furthest point west you can get in the county as far as residential land. So again, not brand new, some of them, but a lot newer than some of the older properties we do have here throughout Broward County. And as you get further west and the homes are newer, they tend to be somewhat bigger as far as layout and closet space and things like that. So definitely very appealing, the city of Weston and the housing. And another huge pro about the city of Weston is just the overall safety or safety ratings that the city has. So the city of Weston is ranked as one of Florida's 50 safest cities. It's actually number 2 in a list by SafeWise as safest cities in the state of Florida. So basically this report is compiled from statistics from the FBI. They look at demographics and recent crime reports and somehow tabulated to come up with their score on safest cities in Weston. In pretty much anybody's list that does this type of data is always ranked as one of the top cities, not only here in the state of Florida and in South Florida, but also throughout the country. So without a doubt, safety is a huge, huge concern with people moving to a new area, and Weston is definitely at the top of the list as far as having favorable ratings and being a very safe city. So now let's move on and talk about some of the cons or things that are not so great about the city of Weston, starting out with the cost of living. So unfortunately, Weston happens to be one of the most expensive cities to live, not only here in the Greater Fort Lauderdale area, but all of South Florida. Now, if you look at the chart right here, you can see that the city of Weston is not only higher in general than the state of Florida, but it is about 36.5 points higher than the national average. Now, aside from transportation in this list, which is a huge factor here in South Florida because we have very, very high insurance premiums, which is really one of the reasons why our transportation costs are much higher than other states. But the main driving factor for the cost of living in any area, and especially here in Weston, is the housing. Now you can see here again in the chart that Weston comes in at 190, which is about 90 points higher than the state of Florida and also 90 points higher than the U.S. average. Now, to give you a little perspective on the real estate market here in Weston having to do with single-family homes going back 6 months. So on average, the home sales, the closed sales were between $350,000 on the low end up to about $4.5 million, and that ranges from small 2-bedroom homes up to about 8 bedrooms, and the average sale price for those properties is $890,000. So not cheap here in Weston as far as real estate. Now, another con about living in the city of Weston, which I think it is actually a pro in some people's eyes, is the location. Now, again, Weston is located pretty much at the furthest western point you can get in Broward County. So, you know, it is kind of far away from, say, activities as far as the beach area or the east side. And some people don't like that. Some people really do like that. Some people love that it's like a little suburbia and it's kind of out of the way, and that is its appeal for a lot of people. But as far as, you know, commuting to certain things like in the city and the beach, a little bit out of the way. And that's going to bring us to our last con of living here in Weston, and kind of ties into location, and this has to be the entertainment and nightlife. Now, one thing about the city of Weston is that they do have some great dining. They have some really, really good Italian restaurants, Latin, Asian. Aquilina is one that's really great for Southern Italian food. Now, another one, seafood, is La Perla. I definitely recommend you check out La Perla in Weston, even if you're just passing through. Great, great place for seafood. And there is a Latin restaurant I've went to before that was really really, really good. I think it's called Boca House. If I'm wrong, don't kill me on that one. But yeah, so Weston does have some really, really good dining options. But as far as the nightlife and entertainment, they're a little bit lacking because of the location. And a lot of people here in the county wind up going down towards the beach or downtown Fort Lauderdale because you just can't beat the options that they have for nightlife and for entertainment. Now, I'm not sure where you're watching this video from, but I mean, you know, it's really not that bad. The ride or the commute from Weston to, say, the beach is probably going to be a good 30-40 minutes with parking, depending on the time that you actually commute. So not that far to enjoy some of the great stuff along the ocean, A1A, US 1, all the restaurants there, and also downtown Fort Lauderdale. So it's not the end of the world, but a little bit out of the way compared to some other cities right here in the heart of the Greater Fort Lauderdale area. So I definitely want to thank you for spending some time with me and watching the pros and cons of living in Weston, Florida. I hope you found it helpful. And speaking of living in Weston or any other area here in South Florida, I would absolutely love to help you with your real estate needs or to help you find that perfect place you might be thinking of moving to or just want to go see. All you got to do is send me an email, send me a comment or a text, and I definitely look forward to showing you around town and making it a smooth transition with your move here to South Florida. Until the next time, again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.